Welcome. Welcome to All About You and Me. I'm not going to go into the whole introduction because I've already done it. What I'm going to do is just start off by saying thank you for coming on to my channel. There's a lot of information that's going to be given. And since you see me with the nose uh, wrapping on, we're going to start with that. I thought I was going to be able to go live, but I need 14 more subscribers to go live. Um, Cosmetic surgery is what this is. Now, one of the things that I didn't know when the doctor went into my nose on Friday was that all of the cartilage in my nose was gone. And the only thing that was there was scar tissue. So when I was 25, I had a deviated septum, and the doctor called himself fixing it. But he took all my cartilage out, which was crazy. And so my nose had to be rebuilt. When I say rebuilt, I have new nostrils. Um, all of this here is like bone. And where did they get that bone from? I told them to get it from the refrigerator because you're not cutting on me anymore. As some of you know, I've had cosmetic surgery to my body. I've had lipo, 360, and a tummy tuck. Now, when you watch my videos, you will see the work there. And I'm still haven't organized it. I'm just uploading. Videos. So the nose is, of course, a very integral part of my face. So tomorrow, actually, the bandages will come off. So there's a cast, and there is, taping and stitches. So I'm even excited to know what it's going to look like because when I was born, when I came through the tunnel, my mother's vajayjay, my nose was crushed. She was 16. She was a young girl. So, but they didn't know that. They said, oh, her nose is flat, and that's that. But as the years went on, my breathing was impaired, and so that's when I went and got the um, deviated septum. Thought I was getting the deviated septum repaired, but I wasn't. So that's what's going on with this. If you look at some of my pictures, you can see that my nose had completely collapsed. You probably don't know that. You just thought that's just the way my nose was, but it wasn't. My nose had completely collapsed internally, and then, of course, on the outside, one side was flat, the other side was going another way. And I really just wanted some consistency there. I wanted the same nostrils, whether it was round, slanted, or whatever. So, after we take the bandages off, we will see if there are any other revisions that have to be made. But for the most part, I am, happy. I have a brand new nose. So as soon as I woke up from the anesthesia, I was like, oh my God, I can breathe. The doctor said he doesn't even know how I was breathing for the last 40 something years. He said because it was all scar tissue. But you know what happens? The body adapts. So some of the other things that, we'll talk about. Matter of fact, let me just mention this. So you're going to go with me through the process of the healing. And so we're going to see. We're going to see tomorrow what's in store because everything's coming off. So some of the other things that we'll be talking about is dating over 60. I've been dating a little bit. Nothing to talk about because there's actually nothing that I want to date. Just keeping it real. But when I start going out more, I should run across some other type of men that, um, you know, that I like. Most men like me, but most men like what they see because they just go by what they see. And so we'll see what's going on with that. So we have dating over 60 and all the intricacies of that, relationships, working relationships, friend relationships, um, co-workers, I said workers, but I meant co-workers, um, neighbors, management, where you live, all types of relationships. Someone told me they don't like people, and I'm like, but people is where you're going to get your money from. I didn't say that to her, but I was thinking it. And I said, that's kind of, I don't understand how a person cannot like people, but they want to make money. It doesn't work that way. But I'd like to see, I guess if you're going to do everything online, you don't really have to talk to people. So I guess it could work. I'm a people person. I have to engage with people. So I get DM'd all the time with all types of situations. And I'm going to talk about what goes on in the DM. Some of you guys are off the freaking chain, okay? Some of you are. And then I get women who need help with different things. I write letters. I console women. I help them through, maybe some relationship issues, some health issues. Of course, I will be talking about health. I am healthy. I am the epitome of health. For example, my A1C, and most of you that are diabetes or diabetic, you know that those numbers can be high. 13, 7, 6, 5. Mine is 4.9, which I am nowhere near being a diabetic. My glucose gets elevated once in a while because I do like sweets. I like cookies, I like ice cream. My creatinine is generally 1.01. It should be 1.00 or 0.99. That's where it should be. That's where it's kind of normal. And then you have the LDL, the HDL, the cholesterol, all of that's good. My triglycerides is like 39. That's unheard of. The doctor asked me, do you even eat fried foods? And I do occasionally. You have your EGFR, which is all kidney stuff. That should be above 60. Mine is 60, 59. But it's still good for my age. Most people, it's lower, and people have issues in that area. What else? The numbers that you would know about. Basically those are main. My blood pressure is like maybe 130. It generally is like maybe 120 over 65 or something like that. So that's good. So I'm healthy. I'm really, really healthy. I haven't been able to really work out because you can't work out when you have surgery because the body has to kind of heal on its own. And of course, my nose, no pressure from the nose, sweating and all of that. Although the doctor said I could do the steam room. So I didn't really want to leave the house today. I want to wait till this comes off before I do the steam. So we have, the cosmetic stuff, the health stuff, the dating stuff. We have astrology. Everyone likes astrology. And you meet a person, what do you say? What's your sign? I don't really care about that. I think I can work against it because I was in love with a sign that said that we weren't supposed to be together. And I guess they were right because we ain't together. So we're going to do that. We're going to do etiquette, things that is expected of you in the real world, where, manners matters. Okay. And then you have car etiquette, like parking in front of a driveway when people can't come out, which I think is the most ridiculous thing to me. I just think that is the most inconsiderate thing that a person can do, is to block the driveway. Yes. We're also going to talk about eating according to your blood type, which is really one of my favorite topics because I've been doing it for about 28 years. I am an O positive, which the positive or negative doesn't really matter, but it has a lot to do with my body, and the health that I have is a direct result of it. There's certain foods that are beneficial for you. There are foods that are neutral for you. And then there's foods that you need to avoid that is like poison to your body. And I bought into it, and I have to tell you that it is the best thing that I could have ever done in my life. So one of the other topics, as because I'm healthy, I engage in clinical trials. So you have pharmaceutical companies that have paid facilities. They pay facilities to hire people to test their drugs. So I'm on the forefront. Phase 1, first time in humans. So they already did the animal experiments, and now they're doing it in humans. And it's a lot of money in healthy volunteering for pharmaceutical companies. Between the age of 18 and 45, you can make damn near over $100,000 a year if you follow my suggestion. You really need to contact me about that. We have some have like the phantom itching. So, those are some main topics. Let me see if there's anything that I forgot. I think, no, I mentioned it. I mentioned the ones that I had. Of course, I talk about car chronicles. I post them, things that happen, and I say, you got to be kidding me. Like, you got to be kidding me. Tell you some funny stories, talking about stuff that goes on in the DM. That's another thing. Some of these guys, they want to send me pictures of their penises, and I don't understand why, but I guess women do it to men. I don't know. A young girl asked me, when should I have sex with this guy? And I said, well, would you give someone you don't know $500? She said, no. And I said, well, then you don't need to be giving up your body either. I mean, not that your body's worth 500. It's really, there's no limit on how much you're worth. But you have to make that decision on what it is that you're worth. I don't know what would make a person want to have sex with a person other than physical. They like the conversation. They gotta like some stuff about them, right? But you don't even know the person in the beginning, so you want to take your time. And Steve Harvey mentioned, the 90-day rule. That's something good to follow. It's not a bad thing. You get to see a lot in 90 days, and then you can decide, whether you want to lay down with this guy or this girl. So those are the basic topics that I will be talking about, that I will be talking about in length. So you'll see me tomorrow because I get the bandages off, and Oh, so the other thing is teeth. So in Colombia, I got my teeth done. Uh, this right here, what I have is a $30,000 job that I got in Colombia for way, like maybe 1/3 of that price. Actually, less than that, less than 1/3. And I have 22 teeth that I had gotten done. And then there's all kinds of other things. You got the hyperbaric chamber, you have the lymphatic massages, you have plasma treatments, you have um, um, non-surgical facelifts, um, you have earring piercing, body piercing. I don't have any body piercing, but I do have a scar from the tummy tuck. So I may get a tattoo to cover up the scar. I may. Right now, the scar is not even that bad. It's just one little section that I don't particularly care for. So if anything, I may put a tattoo over there. But so I think that kind of covers everything. Um, I do have a lot of plants, and when I go out of town, I do have someone to water my plants for me. I did get a call yesterday about becoming a flight attendant working for an airlines. And I said, yes, I would, because of the benefits. And since I don't look my age, you're talking that I have another 20 years, as long as I'm healthy, of course, and I intend to have another career if I want to. So basically, right now, I'm retired and I live in a senior building, and I don't do the things that most of the seniors do in here. They all go like shopping together. They play bingo. They do arts and crafts and all of that, which is fine. I don't do that. I want to get on a plane and I want to fly somewhere far and I want to stay a little longer. That's where I'm at. So one of the reasons why I want to monetize is because I want to have more discretionary income, and I can do some extra things that I want to do. So being a flight attendant will allow me to do that. I can take pictures everywhere. I applied for Fashion Nova. I applied to be on Steve Harvey's show. I applied for Fenty, Savage Fenty. I applied for Kim's, Skims. I want to do a complete Silver Fox series or collection. And, we'll see how it goes. You're going to walk with me through it. I'm going to start sending Steve Harvey letters tomorrow. I already wrote it. And I'm going to send it every single day until someone responds. I'm looking for love. And I want him to help me. So I'm going to do that. And if there's anything that you would like for me to talk about or ask questions about, you can email me and I will take a look at it and I will present it to the audience. Now, I started on Monday, and as of today, I had 2 subscribers, and now when I look, I have 36. So once I get to 50, I can go live, which I thought that I could. I saw that I had an option, but they told me I just need 14 more, which I should have by tomorrow. So hopefully I can do some lives so I can get my hours in. So, to monetize, you have to have a certain amount of hours, you got to have a certain amount of subscribers, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work towards doing that so I can monetize. Uh, Other than that, thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me and what I have to say, because it's really all about you and me. See you tomorrow.